G'day folks, back out in the shop here. First time since the jolly fat man climbed down my chimney and brought me a bunch of socks and underwear that I didn't need. Anyway, we're out in the shop. It's miserable cold out here. Doors are wide open because I got cars in the way and stuff and things in my way. LASFIT sent me out another set of headlights here, folks. We're going to do a quick review on these guys. We've already done one on the low beams. These are the matching high beams. I promised a few weeks ago that I was going to do it, and here they are. Okay, folks, what we got here is a set of LA Plus high beams. These are 9005 or HB3s. Pretty comparable to the ones that we have in on the low beam side, but these are high beams. Bunch of technical stuff on the back there. These are a 6,000 lumen set, so that's 3,000 lumen per bulb. They are 6,000K, which is the color, which in this case is white. 6,000 is white. I think 3,000 is, yellow, which I can't stand. So inside, oh, no gloves this time. Got a product manual here, and it includes some basic steps for removing the original bulbs and how to check the other bulbs and some technical stuff in the back. Read it at your own desire. I'm not gonna. Okay, so here we got our bulbs. You can see these ones have wires on them. The other set we had plugged directly into the bulb. These actually have a standoff wire. Don't know why. Maybe to make them universal. Who knows? Okay, so aluminum construction. That is a turbo fan. It's got turbskis. Wonder if it's going to sound like a turbo. Wouldn't that be cool if your headlights made turbo sounds? Business idea. So, yeah, it's a standard LED. I mean, it's got the big fan on the back. You can hear the fans when the engine's not running, but not really. Yeah, standard two-prong plug. It's got a positive and a negative marked on it, I guess, for universal purposes. Nothing fancy to it. It's got the 3 lugs like you would expect and the little rubber O-ring right there. This is, it looks clear or white, so it will seal out the lights and won't get moisture in there. So obviously, as a set, you got your 2 of them. And that's all there is in the box. There's nothing high speed in here. Okay, so as far as warranties go, they have a 1-year free replacement warranty. 45-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like them, they don't work, they don't fit for whatever reason, you can send them back. Just make a phone call, talk to them, or I guess online. And the free shipping, send them back, get your money back. Okay, one of the interesting things I found when I'm doing some research on these bulbs was the lifespan. An OEM factory headlight, so a halogen, is I think 5 years or 5,000 hours. The halogen a lot of times will get dim over time. So you're driving around with like 10-year-old bulbs, like my wife's got 8-year-old light bulbs in hers. They're dim, the lenses are getting cloudy. It's getting hard to see with the high beams to the point we don't even really use them anymore. These guys here are rated at 30,000 hours, which is 6 times what a factory halogen is rated for. If they last six times longer than a halogen, that's a bonus because they're not that much more expensive than a halogen. So that in itself is a savings. Anyway, super easy to put these in. These are the only tools you require on this particular car. It's going into a 2016, so I think, what was that, 9th gen? It's either 9th or 10th generation Honda. They make a lot of Honda Accords. Anyway, let's go put them in with no tools. Come on. All right, in case you're new to the channel, there's the wife's 2016 Honda Accord. It's got a lot of miles on it, and it's a daily driver. All right, so we're going to use 2 hands here, 1 in each of these holes, and get that wire off. I know you can't see it, but it's there. All right, so we're going to use our hand here. We're just going to turn this bulb out like that, and there she is coming out. One high beam. So what you have to do here is you line up these 3 lugs. You can see that there's a small one and 2 bigger ones. Put them all the way in, make sure it's level, and then just give it a quarter turn right. Not even a quarter sometimes. All right, so there we're in. Now we just gotta somehow turn it. There we go. Light is in. Now we just got to plug it in. which I don't know how much of this you're going to get to see. Boy, it would be nice if they gave it just a smidge more room. Ooh, we have lightage. You can see there's a factory one on this side, which is kind of yellowy. I don't know if that's showing up at all. Yeah, it's funny, the color isn't really showing up, but that high beam here is yellow. That's white. For some reason, I don't know, it's not showing up that well on camera. But that's a nice bright white one. And you can hear the fans. To get at this one, pull out your overflow jug, reach underneath and just pull it upwards. You might need a wiggle. It's just this little thing here is what holds it in. It goes into that slot right there. Take this, put it out of the way. If your catalytic is hot, don't put it up against your catalytic because it will burn a hole in here. And you put it all over, it'll leak out. So once you got that jug out, your high beam is literally right here. I'm touching it right now. You can unplug it here because this one you can actually get at. In my case, where the plug is being finicky. There we go. So there's your plug. Again, if you don't know how the plugs work, you just push down on that piece right there. Sometimes push them in, a little further in, then push the, and then pull it out. Because if this has been on there a long time, might have some trouble. All right, you get the bulb out, same thing, counterclockwise, quarter rotation. There's your bulb. While I was putting in the other bulb, I discovered something. This end piece of the locking ring can come off. It's harder to install like that, and it's got two O-rings here. You can see here there's kind of a little indexing tab, and there's a pin right there. So you put this in, and no, I'm not touching that. Now you can turn it, but once you get it in, see, you can rotate it independently. So I guess you can aim the pattern of the high beams by rotating this to get the pattern that you like. Let's go put it in. Easiest light bulb ever to put in. Now again, there is a positive and a negative. This plug is reversible. You can check your positive by looking at your wires right here. You got a red and a black. Very easy. The red is positive. Positive on here. Clicked in. Tuck it out of the way, and let's check them. Oh yeah, we got some nice white going on there now. Okay, two things left to do. One, plug this guy back in or you're going to get a check engine light on your dash. And put your overfill jug back in. Very simple. That's it. It doesn't click, it doesn't snap, it just goes in there and sits. That's it, folks. Okay, folks, well, there's our LED high beams in place. Nice and bright just looking at them. Of course, I mean, it's very bright outside. Once it gets dark, I'm going to take this out. I took some footage last night with the stock high beams. And if you have a stock Honda that you're thinking of doing it, you know what your lights look like. But I'm going to show you what mine look like. Anyways, once it's night, I'm putting it back in the driveway. Same spot as last night. We're going to do a comparison. The weather's about the same, so should be a pretty accurate one, and we'll show you what these things look like at night. Okay, I now have high beams and low beams in that Honda from LASFIT, and I'm very impressed with the low beams. We've had them in there about a month, I think, and a lot of late night driving to and from hockey games. One thing, I do get high beamed a little bit, but really no more than I used to get high beamed with our old LEDs. We're driving around with 3 adults in a Honda Accord and a goalie bag in the trunk. So there's a little bit of weight, so it's kind of driving kind of kiddawampus for a Honda Accord. That's probably half our problem, because I notice when we don't have the hockey bag and all the people, we don't get high beamed. Anyway, LASFIT.com. I'll post a link down in the description. It looks a little suspicious, but it's a legit link. They don't just sell headlights, guys and girls. They sell all your lights. Okay, so I looked and see what's available for that 9th gen, or 10th gen, I think it's 9, Honda Accord. They make every light in that darn thing, including the interior, turn signals, your license plate markers. If there's a light, they make it. They also make other things other than lighting. Looking on their website, and again, this is not for all cars obviously, but they make floor mats, bed liners for your trucks. They have some off-road lighting, so light bars, standalone pod lights, and rock lights, which is actually something I'm thinking maybe I'm going to get for one of these Jeeps eventually. They also make tire inflators, which is kind of cool. Anyways, right now on LASFIT.com, they got 18% off site-wide. Anyways, use my link or go to LASFIT.com. I don't care. It doesn't cost me a dime either way. Right now they got, I think it's an 18% off site-wide. So, hey, check them out. Maybe you can return all the socks and underwear you got and get yourself a set of headlights. That's it for this one, folks. We'll see you on the next one.